I've only had my Tesla Model 3 for under 2 years, but I really want a new Tesla Model Y. So the question is, should I trade my Tesla Model 3 in for a Y? I'm Frugal Tesla Guy, and I'm going to tell you the reasons why I want to, and the reasons why I shouldn't. Well, it's happening. People are being contacted by Tesla to finalize their configurations for the Model Y. And we are going to start seeing the first deliveries as early as March 15th, and maybe sooner for some. Now, with all of the hype over the last few months, from sightings of the Model Y in the wild to rumors of an early release, and now confirmations from Tesla, it's tempting to do whatever it takes to get a shiny new Model Y in the garage. And despite what some people might think, nope, I'm not a wealthy man. I get it. Up until the release of the Model 3, the S and X were reserved for the rich and the famous. But the price tag of the Model 3 has given people such as myself with more humble salaries to get behind the wheel of a Tesla. And although my wife is completely on board with eventually becoming a 2 Tesla home, our current household income doesn't support that. So, in order to get a Model Y in my garage, I have one option: sell or trade in my Tesla Model 3.
Then it's time to say goodbye, goodbye.
Now, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love my Tesla Model 3. It's everything I've ever wanted in a car and so much more. And we also can't forget, it's the reason why I'm sitting here in front of a camera discussing with you as to whether or not I should trade it in for a Model Y. So going back to the sell or trade in option, after exploring this in great detail, I discovered that not only am I not upside down on my car loan, but would have several $1,000s in hand upon selling it, which would give me a decent down payment on the Y. Now take a few more $1,000s from savings and I have a monthly car payment that's more or less the same what I'm paying now. Sounds like a plan, right? However, going back to the long-term plan, which is to be a 2 Tesla home, this would be a step backward. Now, although we're not in the position now to put a down payment on another Tesla, whether it's a Y or a used S or X, we are working up to it by putting money away for a sizable down payment, which would also help bring down the monthly payment. But for now, let's toss all of that logical reasoning aside and talk about why we need a Y. Okay, these Y puns will never stop, and I'm not helping. If you have been following me at all on my channel, you'd know that we go on a lot of road trips. And although even with a family of 4, we have found there has been more than enough room for us and all of our stuff. However, we are also people who enjoy the great outdoors and find ourselves on back roads to go camping. A while back, I posted a video of a camping trip I took with my son, and we took the Model 3. Now, even though there was enough room for us and our things, if we had a third person, there would not have been enough room. This is where the Model Y comes in. Not only will it have more room, but I would without a doubt get an all-wheel drive, which will also perform better on the back roads, and not to mention the snow, as we do go skiing and snowboarding from time to time during the winter months. So any way you look at it, the Model Y without a doubt fits our personal needs better than the Model 3. So based on that logic alone, it only makes sense to trade in the 3, right? But hold on. We need to address the Cybertruck in the room. We can't forget about the beast that is the Cybertruck. And based on everything I just mentioned, the Cybertruck actually fits our needs better than that of the Y. And on top of that, the dual motor all-wheel drive is a few $1,000s cheaper with about the same range as the Y. Quite honestly, the timing of the Cybertruck will be better because it gives us almost 2 more years to prepare financially, and we'll finally have a truck in the driveway again. We now cycle back to the Tesla Model 3. Should I sell it for the Model Y? Well, for now, I'm going to have to say no. And as tempting as it is, and as much as I really want a Tesla Model Y and the extra room it has, I'll hold out for the Cybertruck, and my wife will be more than happy to take over the Model 3. Besides, I was able to get the full $7,500 federal tax rebate on the 3, while this time around, for the Y, I'd only get the California rebate, which is not bad still at about $2,500. And we must remind ourselves, Tesla tends to drop and raise prices every once in a while, so by watching closely and paying attention, a few $1,000s could be saved, which could make it a little bit more tempting. So what do you think? Should I sell my Model 3 for the Y or wait for the Cybertruck? For those of you with the Model 3, are you keeping it or trading it for the Y? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments section below. Well, thank you all so much for watching, and stay positively charged.